there are four paths which ultimately have to lead to know who am I. That is the purpose. In Bhagavad Gita, I quoted you number of times. In the 15th chapter, Bhagavan tells very distinctly and clearly that Vedaisya sarvai aham eva vedya. What is worthy of knowing in this whole world, according to our scriptures, sarvaihi vedaihi aham eva vedya, who am I? And there Bhagavan tells that mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. I alone support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. So who is this I? Who am I? This is the inquiry. And for this, there are four paths indicated in our scriptures. One is the path of karma. Second is the path of devotion or upasana. Third is the path of yoga. And fourth is the path of inquiry. All of them, if they conclude in knowing who am I, then we are walking those paths correctly. If we are walking those paths and we do not know what for this is being done, then it is absolute wastage. So, what for we do the karma? Karma we do for fulfilling our desires, absolute waste. Because desires can never be fulfilled. You fulfill one desire, you get another desire. Then what for the karma should be done? Karma should be done for karmani chitta shuddhyartham, for the purification of the mind. Now what is the impurity in the mind? Impurity in the mind is not knowing who am I. Who is doing the karma? That we do not know. And therefore we keep on struggling throughout life and ultimately conclude our life in a total frustration. Therefore, karma yoga is done for deleting this I am doing this, I am doing that. Now how to do this thing? So the teacher gave us technique. That we have to function through three channels, the body, the speech and the mind. So function in such a manner that no impressions are precipitated on the mind as a result of any of our activities through these three channels. Then the second path that was taken was, now how to achieve this all three things together? This everything is done for the sake of the God. And therefore our performance will be the best, and yet we will not have the notion that I am doing it. By this the mind becomes purified. And then we come to know who we are. Then the second path was Upasana. Upasana, again we have seen, we start from the very wide spectrum, bhajan, kirtan, tabla, peti, food, lunch, dinner. Then we reduce it to only chanting the Lord's name. Then we reduce it only chanting the Lord's name in the mind. Then we further reduce ourselves that this mind which is now calm and quiet, in that we start now dhyanam uttamam, as to who am I. And in that inquiry, when we go, we come to know that instead of finding out who am I, who is God, let the division, sohamityasau bhavana avidha uttama. Therefore, it is the Lord who alone is expressing through us. So He is important, not me. So who am I? I am just an instrument through which the divine is expressing. And it can happen only our instrument of body, mind, speech is perfectly empty and clean. After that, now the teacher told in the 10th mantra, so Kriya, Bhakti, Yoga, Bodha, all the four paths are meant for Manaha Hrusthale Swasthata. The mind must come back to the source. Hrusthale, the source. The Hridaya, the heart, the source of everything. It should come back here. For that, karma is done. For that, bhakti is done. Now we come to the third path, yoga. So, what is the yoga path? Now, 11th mantra. Vayurodhanat liyate manaha jalapakshivat rodha sadhanam. When we are practicing yoga, the first thing that we are told is asana and pranayam. By this, we bypass the earlier two steps, yama, niyama, that we bypass. I was in BITS Pilani. I was going for my talk on the first floor. Very old building, nice wide steps and not very tall. So I was going step by step. Some students were late. They are coming behind me. So one student started running and therefore he missed two steps and 1/4, 1/8 like that so that he can reach early. So when he was missing the steps, last time he missed and fell down. So I went and helped him. Swamiji, I was coming running so I can go earlier than you. I said, look here. Whenever you take shortcuts in life, you are cut short. Yoga without practice of yama niyama is not yoga abhyas. So if you take the sequence, yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi, and ultimately sayyama. So the real yoga is from the yama to sayyama. But they bypass. Shortcut. 6 asanas will be taught, $60. So, yama sadhana is how we live in this world so that the world is not a problem for us and we are not a problem for the world. That is yama sadhana. Niyam sadhana is we are not a problem for ourselves. We are the biggest problem for ourselves. What is the problem? How it can be removed? Shaucha, Santosha, Tapaswadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhanani Niyamaha. Shaucha, external cleanliness and inner good intentions. Santosha, contentment. Then Tapa, self-confidence and independence. Swadhyaya, regular study of scriptures, listening to satsanga and keeping a vigilance on the quality of our mind. Swadhyaya. And ultimately, Ishvara Pranidhan. Although practicing all this, but don't forget that under his shelter only everything is happening. After these 10 steps are done, these 10 steps are called as Mahavratam.